Poor Mallory. Why can't everyone live like this? Live by a pool with rose bushes and wait, they put rose bushes against the edge of the pool? That is not safe! One of these kids is gonna get seriously hurt!
Argo Flump Book Review, Argo Flump Book Review.
This book was written by Anne Martin, and it's totally dibble. All the other reviewers make fun of the fact that Mallory says dibble all the time in this book. They're just dibbly jealous of her dialogue. We start with bad news. Dad's business lost a ton of money this year, probably because they gave 10 people a free vacation in Super Special 1. The company has been forced to fire half of its employees, including Dad. 8 kids plus no salary equals money problems. The Pikes will have to cut back on spending. That means no junk food, no new clothes, no allowances, and Mallory has to babysit for free now. It is definitely not a dibble situation. It's decided that Mom is going to go to work because she knows all about modern computers. It's not explained how she learned about computers. The Pikes don't have a computer, and she's been a stay-at-home mom for at least 12 years, so yeah, it's questionable that she's ever touched a computer since the 1970s. Mallory and the other kids come up with money-saving ideas, like saving electricity by not using the radio all the time. The Babysitters Club gives Mallory as many jobs as possible so she can help her parents pay for the mortgage. Wow, either babysitting is way more lucrative than I thought, or these girls have no idea how mortgages work. Oh, right, Mallory's 11, so she doesn't know about mortgages. Gotcha. Our plot kids today are the Delaney's, the snobs from Book 12. They got a new pool and all of the neighborhood kids want to swim in it. Shouldn't it be too cold to swim? It was Halloween in the last book. Continuity! The pool is dibble, but Mallory feels out of place in such luxurious settings. Poor Mallory. The pool becomes an issue when it's clear that the neighborhood kids are only coming over to use the pool. They don't actually care about visiting the Delaney's. Amanda and Max are sad. There is drama at school when 2 of the mean girls team up with 2 of Mallory's friends, and they all make fun of her because her dad was fired. Mallory is sad. To make matters worse, Dad's job search is a failure. He doesn't get any callbacks, even though he applied everywhere. Well, everywhere except the temp agency where Mom is working, obviously. About 2 weeks in, Dad stops getting dressed, and he spends all of his time watching soap operas.
He was wearing blue jeans, a t-shirt, and these awful old slippers that the triplets teased him about. Next to him was a box of crackers, half empty, and in his hand was a glass of something.
Is it just me, or does it sound like Mr. Pike has become an alcoholic? Dad doesn't watch the kids, or make food, or leave the house. Eventually, Mom fights with Dad, and he cleans up his act. I think that's dibble, but Mallory is worried that Dad will enjoy being the stay-at-home parent, and he'll spend time with his kids every day. Which I guess is a bad thing? Mallory acts like it's a bad thing. Maybe she just hates her dad. The kids decide to help earn money in various ways. The triplets do odd jobs, Nikki gets a paper route, and Vanessa sells poetry. Later on, it's revealed that Vanessa is a hairstylist, not a poet. What an unexpected twist! It doesn't affect the story, but we get a whole chapter about it. The kids at school continue to be mean to Mallory, and she realizes that she and the Delaneys have parallel storylines. That is, they're all learning that some kids aren't really their friends. The Delaneys weed out the fake friends by saying the pool is closed temporarily, and Mallory tells off the mean girls in a huge paragraph that's almost a full page long. Go Mallory! You are so dibble. I just wish I knew what dibble means. We're at the end of the book, so Dad gets some interviews, and he's hired for a new job. Hooray! The family has a celebration dinner, and they talk things over. So, hey, you know how the kids have been giving their parents money for a month in order to pay for the mortgage? Well, Mom and Dad laugh here because Dad had severance pay. Yeah, he was being paid a full salary the entire time. Mom and Dad were just misleading the kids about the family finances. Mom and Dad are jerks. This is supposed to be a joke ending, like, ha ha, Mallory doesn't know about severance pay. But Mom and Dad have been taking their kids' money for weeks now. This should have come up much sooner. Not dibble, Mom and Dad. not Dibble. Oh, and the Babysitters Club prank calls the mean girls just for fun. The end. Post-book follow-up. This book was interesting. I liked it, and I especially got a kick out of the whole Dad is an alcoholic, but we can't say it because the book is G-rated section. I also liked the parallel storylines bits. It was done well for a change. I didn't like the parallel stories in Jesse's Babysitter because the two stories were so similar it was like reading the same story twice in one book. But here, Mallory is losing fake friends while the Delaney's are gaining fake friends. It's almost like they're opposites, and the situations are resolved in different ways. I enjoyed that much better. Some reviewers complained when the other girls made fun of Mallory because her dad was fired. He wasn't fired. He was laid off, in a company-wide layoff. I personally wasn't bothered that Mallory didn't understand the nuance there, but what did bug me is that we never see the other girls make fun of Mallory. We hear about it secondhand when Mallory tells the Babysitters Club members. I think there should have been something with the mean girls, if only because that would enhance the big ending scene where Mallory tells them off. In the same way, Mallory is crushed when her friends turn mean. We've never seen or heard of these friends before. So the entire thing comes across as strangers are mean to Mallory, not Mallory's friends are traitors! Overall, the book was Dibble and entertained me. I like seeing Mallory as the mature leader of the household, much more than seeing Mallory as the whiny 11-year-old who wants to grow up. I wouldn't mind seeing more Mallory books along the lines of this one. I give Babysitter's Club number 39, Poor Mallory, an 8 out of 10.